Here we go.
Today, Lord, this is Dwayne. We're Dwayne Jazz. Today we have for you Inhuman Entity, Sleep Paralysis horror story animated by Llama Arts.
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis is scary. I don't want to never have that
either.
I have had sleep paralysis before, and it is one of the most horrifying experiences.
I heard that was scary. You guys let us know in the comments. Anyway, before we start, if you guys have an extra request, please follow us on social medias and the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's dive on in.
Thanks to XP Pen for sponsoring this video. More details at the end.
Inhuman Entity.
A cool breeze crept through the valley outside of Telluride, Colorado.
Hold on,
as my
man.
friends I unloaded the truck parked on the dirt driveway. We had recently started renting an old mining house built in the early 1900s.
Our house looks scary already.
Renovated over the years, but there were still glimpses of what the house used to be. The exterior of the home was painted a bright yellow and adorned a blood-red door. The yard was abundant with lush green grass, minus the few brown patches that littered the ground. In the corner of the yard sat a dilapidated gazebo filled to the brim with landscaping equipment. I stood facing the house, admiring the quaint ambiance it seemed to exude. I felt something hit my back and spun around. My brother, William, was standing behind me with a box under his right arm. "Let's pick up the pace. We don't have all day," he said, with a little annoyance masked in his voice.
Right,
Yeah.
You got an attitude?
I responded, and started walking to the back of the truck. My other two friends, Elijah and Leon, were in the process of stacking some boxes on a dolly. "Hey man, take this to my room," Elijah said as he handed me a large box. I resituated it in my arms and gripped it. As I did so, I could hear glass clanging inside and a strong, familiar odor starting to leak out. "Hey man, be careful," Elijah snapped. "If you ever want to smoke again, I'd highly advise you to take it one step at a time there, champ."
The stoner, okay.
Maybe if you didn't throw everything into one single box without bubble wrap, then you wouldn't have an issue of something breaking, Elijah.
Right.
Leon responded. Elijah's eyes widened, as if he had just figured out the secrets of the universe.
What?
I laughed, turned around, and proceeded into the
He's
house.
stoned.
Yeah, he's hella stoned.
Floorboards creaked as I stepped onto the warped living room floor. I surveyed my surroundings of the old rustic home as I headed to Elijah's bedroom. Only 2 interior rooms had been renovated in the entire house. One being the kitchen, which had marble countertops and new appliances.
That's good. I need the rest of the house
my
to look
room.
like that, though.
Yeah.
I was the one who found the home on the market, so respectively I had first choice of which room I wanted to claim as my own. The other rooms, on the other hand, were the
still leave us with
same
the dirty
as they
rooms.
had been
Right.
since the early
So
1900s,
y'all fix it up.
with dreary wooden floorboards and old chipping paint. "Dude, what the hell?" William yelled from upstairs. I quickly climbed the narrow stairway to find my brother in his room. I walked in to find what looked like to be a large lump underneath the wooden floorboards.
Oh my god.
What the
It
heck?
almost looked like Andre the Giant was buried in the middle of the room. "I told you it was an old home, Will. They shift over time," I said, trying
that's
to
not
hold my
normal,
snickering back. "Yeah, I get that, but you didn't say that I'd have to maneuver around a speed bump," he snapped back. I took a deep sigh and turned to him. "Okay, look man, we're only going to be here for a year. You've got plenty of room to put your bed so you're not sleeping on an incline."
Imagine
William
sleeping on
turned back
anything.
to the floor dejected.
Hey, I gotta
It's
sleep
easy for
over
you
a
to
hump.
say.
Like,
You're not staying on the cover of Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones. After we had moved everything
I'd be
into the
mad
house,
too.
we all plopped down on the couch, beers in hand, and began our well-deserved R&R.
Yeah. Smoking.
Elijah had already begun smoking, and the room started to fill with the pungent odor. "So are we going to be doing some ghost hunting tonight, boys?"
My name gotta be
Elijah
high.
said
Wow.
as he passed the joint to Leon. "Oh, come on. You don't actually believe that crap, do you?" Leon responded as he was rolling his eyes. "The guy blew his brains out on the front porch in the 1930s. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a ghost floating through the halls.
Excuse me?
How do you think we got such a killer deal on rent? William said as he lifted his arms and started
Stop
mimicking
playing.
the sounds of a specter.
No.
Shut up. It's all nonsense. You've just been watching too much Ghost Hunters, I responded. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. We need to get up early to do some cleaning. Night, guys. I stood up and meandered to my room. In all reality, I was a little perturbed by what happened at this house. I've always been quite agnostic to my beliefs of ghosts or spirits, but I've never witnessed anything myself. The rent was super cheap for an entire house, and I wanted to save some money for a trip outside of the country.
Get it?
I pushed the fact that someone had ended their life to the back of my mind.
I'm
wish
sorry.
things would've turned out
That's
a deal breaker for
a
me.
deal breaker,
I
right?
entered my room and slid under my sheets and basked in the warmth of my bed. It had been a long day and my body ached from moving. I grabbed my phone and looked for a rain and thunder YouTube video to help me sleep. And after about 15
you.
minutes,
That's me right there.
That's
I
you.
crept into comfortable darkness. My eyes shot open in the middle of the night. The moonlight shone through my window and enveloped my room in comforting light. I could hear creaking from the house as the wind howled outside. I tried to sit up, but found my
couldn't move.
efforts futile.
That is
That's
scary.
scary.
Paralysis was a regular occurrence in my life.
Wow.
It happened at least once a month due to stress and a
Oh,
little help from
no.
my antidepressants.
Wow.
At this point, I'd almost gotten used to it. I could hear what sounded like a light scratching noise coming from inside my room, and prepared myself for the usual dark figure to be standing in the corner.
The usual?
My eyes darted from left to
What?
right, trying to decipher where the noise was coming from. It was then I started to hear skittering, like someone or something was moving around.
Oh.
A cold
A
feeling
rat?
crept over my body as I started sweating profusely, my sheets becoming soaked. The skittering stopped, but was replaced by cracking, one that resembled that of broken bone. Out of my peripheral
me?
vision, I could see long, needle-like limbs protruding from my closet.
Oh no, get out.
They each moved slowly, tapping the wall as if they were looking for something.
I think that's a big spider.
Oh,
I then
God.
saw a large, bulbous black mass starting to show itself from the closet door. It was coated in tiny hairs.
Look at it, look, it's
and
a big
twitched
spider. Look at
almost
that.
habitually.
What'd I say?
A loud moan echoed throughout my room as the creature finally presented itself. A spider-like entity was situated on my wall.
Same.
The reason I say spider-like was because its head had been replaced with that of a human one.
Oh, man.
Its eyes were blacked out from the shadows of moonlight, and its lower jaw was removed, revealing a blotchy tongue that oozed saliva. It was about the size of a twin bed and stared
wow.
at me for what seemed like hours. My heart was racing. I was
Imagine just
begging my
staring
body
at that.
to move, but to no avail. I was stuck there, in suspended torment. I tried screaming, but I was unable to make a sound. All I could do was watch the
Just
creature
sit
on
there
my
and
wall
watch.
as it grew closer. Suddenly, it skittered to the ceiling right above me and started scratching with its two front legs, almost like it was burrowing. It then started to sink into the wall,
Oh
as
no.
if the wall had turned into quicksand. First, the abdomen, then the legs. Eventually, all that was left was its mangled head staring straight at me.
The head fell.
Those cold, dead eyes boring into my soul. I could hear it moaning, and I could feel the drips of saliva hit my torso. The creature then let out an inhuman roar and vanished into my ceiling. My body was finally released,
Time
and
to
I
go.
jolted out of my bed screaming.
Time to
As
go.
I did, the house erupted into more terrified outcries coming from upstairs.
Oh?
Apparently, I wasn't the only one who saw something. And, unfortunately, it wouldn't be the last time either.
Man, you can
What?
move.
It's time to go.
Right. You need to move.
It's time to go, bro.
Time to go.
It's time to
Zillow.
go. Right.
Time to
Time to go on
and get
Zillow
a
and
better
find a
review.
new house. They talk about something. This wasn't the last time.
Right, talk about right.
And-
About something. This wouldn't be the last time. Yes, it would. It would be the last time.
It would be the.
I'm gone. Okay, don't do no. I don't think so.
I'm
And
out.
It seemed like he's too comfortable with stuff because, like, he said that he usually gets sleep paralysis, and then he said, "Now I'm just looking and waiting for the usual dark figure." So I'm like, so how many times this happened to you?
I think it'd be like your mind playing tricks on you, so that's why he said the usual dark figure.
Oh,
I really
ain't
feel bad
cool
for people with sleep paralysis because
Yeah.
that is like the feeling of helplessness.
Like you can't
You
even
can't
do anything.
move.
You just have to sit there and just watch.
Oh man, that is just like
That
in itself would
highly
be scary.
for me.
Right,
Yeah,
like
I
and then
can't
on
do
top
that.
of that, he said that everybody in the house
Everybody else screams.
screamed too.
So I would have been like that morning, like so we all.
So
agreed.
did y'all all see the thing? Oh yeah, we out.
Like, yeah, we're
Like,
gone,
we're gone,
right?
right.
Like, pack it up. We're not
Nice
even
kitchen and all,
Right.
but I'm out.
But that's it. That's all we had was a nice
Right,
kitchen and
right.
then one room. All the rest of y'all rooms suck, so you might as well leave.
I mean, I might as well
Like,
go, right?
We gonna have to save money another way,
Yup.
okay? Because I'm not staying here.
That's
okay?
facts. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
We out.
we are gone. Okay.
Anyway, guys, comment below. Let's
Don't forget to like, share.